Right. Hey everyone, I'm Megan Shudark here. Thank you for watching. I wanted to go ahead and bring on a guest with me today. I have someone I wanted to share their story with you. I always tell my story, and there's so many other stories in our team, and I wanted to get those out as well because you can relate with everybody. There's somebody on our team that I'm sure you relate with. So I want to go ahead and introduce Alayna. She is a 50K affiliate from Alabama, and she has been building her business at home while raising babies. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. I have a few questions to ask her so that y'all can get to know her. So hello, Alayna.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the intro. I appreciate that.
Yes, of course. So I just have a few questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
So the first one is, how long have you been with My Daily Choice Home Ports?
I started, it was March 28th was my start date of 2018. So I'm about to celebrate 2 years with the company.
Awesome. That is so awesome. And what is the main reason that you decided to join?
We started using natural health and wellness things, really like essential oils, herbs, homeopathy, things like that. When my babies were babies, which they're 10 and 12 now. So when my 12-year-old was born, that was really, we had a home birth with him, and I was into more natural health and wellness types things, 12 years ago. So when CBD came out, honestly, I didn't know about CBD for quite a while. I was more into, like I said, oils and homeopathy, and I was actually with another oil company for a long time. And even though we had access to CBD at that point in time, the word I was getting from these other oil companies was, oh, we've got an oil for that, and so it kind of like was out of my grasp of knowledge for a little bit. I mean, I could have looked it up, but I just didn't, because I was kind of, okay, I'll just use an oil for that. Well, then, when I saw the changes in other people. My sponsor, Natalie, Stefan, her little boy Landon is severely autistic, and I had followed their journey since he was little, since he was like, recently diagnosed. He was probably 3 years old, I think, whenever we first met. So I had seen their struggles, and I had seen just everything that they went through with Landon. And she posted all kinds of videos of him, videos of him, his room that had literally a mattress in it because he would eat the furniture and different things like that. And just posting about how hard it was to stay home because they couldn't take him out. He was a risk. When he would elope, he would run. And then one week she posted something, and it was the complete opposite. It was like, oh my goodness, we've been giving Landon CBD oil, and he's playing out on the front in the front yard, not having to worry about him running into the street or leaving. Like, he was just totally calm and just playing. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. I don't know of any oils that can do that. Like, what are they doing? And that's what really sparked my interest and made me research it myself. And when I got out there and I saw that there were 30 years of research supporting the use of CBD for so many different things, I was like, if all of this is true, then this is amazing. This is a miracle oil. And I felt like at that point that it could help some things that we were dealing with in my family, and for myself even. When I was using all the essential oils and everything, it's like you were always trying to find that one oil that just did what you needed it to do, and I still love and use essential oils, but I have never seen anything affect your body on such a huge level like CBD oil does. And I'm telling you, from the very first drop, I knew that, like, my body had been missing this cannabinoid, the cannabinoid system had been missing this for my entire life. Like, I felt like my life was given back to me when I started using CBD oil. And I just knew immediately that, wow, this is going to change people's lives. And I wanted in on that immediately. I didn't stop. I didn't wait. I just jumped right on it. So that was my story of getting started.
That is awesome. I love to hear stories like that. Every time I hear them, I get chills.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
All right. So the next question is, so you've been with our company quite a while. So when we first started and with the ground floor company, there were some tribulations and road bumps. What kept you on board with us and kept you going?
Okay, well, I think Alabama has a story of its own. I don't know. I could have never, seen the future of what was going to go down for Alabama when I joined. I joined, like I said, in March of 2018, and by September, on September 4th, as a matter of fact, like that date, stands out in my mind. September 4th, 2018, the Attorney General sends out a statewide notice that CBD oil sales have stopped in the state of Alabama. And here I have grown this huge team in, those 6 short months, not even 6 months, I think it was like 5 months that I had really been doing the business. And we had grown a massive team in the Southeast, and Alabama was kind of the hub. And to get that notification, it was gut wrenching. Number one, because I had a huge customer base that was using the oil, loving the oil, and was not going to have access to the oil. And it did something inside of me that made me want to fight for this. I realized that was an injustice in our state, that we didn't have access to a plant that was benefiting people and not causing any harm. This is not something that we're getting high off of or something like that. This is something that benefits from infants to the elderly. The entire demographic could use and benefit from CBD oil. And I mean, I've never really been a political person or anybody that's really I'm kind of an activist for health and wellness, and I think that this just kind of fell in my lap. And honestly, I feel like God put it there because he knew that I would say something, I would, speak out about it. And I really feel that it was, just God using me as a vessel and a tool to help Alabama and other states. It's not just Alabama. There were many other states that did not have access to hemp. And so we fought for it, and we wrote our senators and our congressmen and our representatives that we vote for, and we told them exactly what we needed, in our state. And it just took it. I think that they just didn't know. It's been a big education. We've had to educate a lot of people in power, and I think when the people are willing to speak out and speak in love and speak in, I've never had to be mean to anybody or anything like that. Like, I've always been able to just let them hear my story and my son's story and Landon's story. There's so many stories out there of people who are benefiting from CBD and hemp especially. And yeah, so that was my biggest hurdle. Finally, when Trump signed the farm bill in December 21st, those dates just stand out in my mind because it felt like those 4 or 5 months just felt so, it was just a sad time for me, and a time that I really wrapped my mind around, this is something worth fighting for, and I'm going to fight for it, and I'm going to, free the plant for my people, for my state. So that was my big hurdle to get over. And I think it kind of bonded all of us, number one, to HempWorks, because you guys were fighting in the background for us, that the hemp authority that supports HempWorks, and that we kind of worked with them to work with our legislators to create fair laws for us so that we do have access to the plant.
I completely agree. That was a big struggle for everyone, because we all worked together, and it didn't really matter where you were on the team. It affected us because we had such a strong team in Alabama. We had such a strong customer base in Alabama. So when that hit, it hit everyone hard. We all felt it.
Yeah.
So we are, I love to hear that you were one of the people who spoke up and stepped up for the state. I was always really nervous myself because I live in a conservative state too. So I was nervous that they were going to come into Texas. Thankfully they didn't, but I am glad that we overcame that. And I remember those days too, those exact dates, because that's our livelihood. So
it is.
We are grateful now that it is all no more gray areas, all black and white, and everybody opened up a little bit. So the next thing would be, what is, since you have, hit those 50K achievements, and for those that don't know, that are watching this video, what 50K means with our company is that is a rank achievement. That means that Alayna and her entire team has hit 50,000 in volume in a single month, not all time, in one single month. And that is an incredible achievement with our company. It is one of the higher ranks in our company. So what is one tip that you would tell new affiliates starting up right now?
I would tell them to never stop. It is so worth every ounce of effort, and all of that heartache. It was a long time of heartache, but I feel like all of that played a role in our success also. So when you have those hardships, just remember that it's not always going to be hard, and you're going to have to work for it, but those hardships will not always be there. And usually there's something in the works. That's what I try to tell my team is when you're having a hardship like that, there's always something that you don't realize building, in the background. You don't know how many customers you have building under you, or what teams are building under you. That sometimes it doesn't come to light for months that I've got another ranking affiliate coming up in my ranks here, and I have to I have to really keep out and build relationships with those people that I don't know them, because it's from it's somebody else's enrollment, and I just try to build those relationships in my team, and build a culture for your team that is open and honest, and where anybody can come and ask questions and get the help that they need, because I think a lot of people just need encouragement to start, and then once you start that ball rolling, it gets out of control. Like it just kind of feeds its own momentum. So I would say work hard at first, and then and don't stop. Just always keep recruiting and always keep looking for people that can that need the product, because I think we have like currently 800,000 people in HempWorks right now, and that is like a drop in the bucket of when you consider the the total population of the United States versus the entire population of the whole world. Like it is unbelievable how many lives we can change and how many people we can touch, and just keep going for it.
Exactly. I always tell people, everybody comes in and they focus so hard on recruiting, which is a yes, we need that. That's incredible. But you need your customers too.
Right.
Look for people who can use these products, because chances are, I always say probably 9 out of 10 of my customers upgrade and become affiliates because they use the products, they see how well they work and they're sold on it.
Yeah.
So that is definitely the good advice. So you did touch a little bit on leadership, but being a leader with our team, what is one good leadership tip that keeps you and your team going strong? Because y'all have a consistently strong team.
I do think that interacting with your team on a regular basis, like we have 18 calls a week, which I know sounds crazy, but not everybody can make every single one of them. And I just want that open line of communication all the way down the line. I want everybody, especially new affiliates, it's so important to get out there when people are excited about the opportunity and get them successful, get them binary qualified, get them getting that binary paycheck every month. I mean, that's just the beginning of success for them. And that's my job as a leader, to create more binary qualified leaders, because that's what's really going to get them motivated and keep them, keep them sharing and keep them looking for people. So definitely help your new affiliates would be my top number one, suggestion.
Yes. I always say, the quicker you can get somebody paid, the longer they're going to stay.
Well, they just
Uh,
believe in the business after that. We have a fantastic compensation plan, and I can say that 100 times, but until they actually see it for themselves and see the benefits, that's the proof is in the pudding. So I try to get them the pudding as quickly as possible.
I love that. So, um, is there anything else that you would like to add that I didn't ask, or something that you really want to put out there to share with people who are watching this, who are thinking about joining?
I just want to say that we have an amazing team. I've always gotten the support that I need from you, Megan, from Celie. I've even been able to reach out to Jenna and Josh from time to time, and they've always just taken my suggestions, or just little things that I, even if it's like a typo or something like that, it's always respected and just taken with such love and thankfulness for everything that I do. I just feel so the gratitude from you guys is amazing, and I think that helps keep people going. And I try to edify my team also. That's another big thing. I've been reading a book it's called The 1%, and it's about celebrating those little things that you do every day that are that make great habits, that make leaders. And I try to teach my team the same thing. We have a little worksheet that we go by called the daily grind, and it's just little 5 and 10 minute things that you can do, that if you do them daily, or if you do them on a regular basis, it seems like 1% of your time and your day, but those things add up so quickly. And I just want everybody to really congratulate themselves for putting in that effort, and just know that it's going to pay off.
Yes, I love that. So many people want to improve and be perfection, when really none of us can ever be perfect. And I always say, if you're improving by 1% every day, you're doing what you're supposed to. It doesn't have to be 100%. It got just 1% every day, and you're good.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you for hopping on with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share this with y'all. If you're watching this, someone invited you to watch this opportunity. They thought that Alayna's story they tagged you in Alayna's story because they thought that you would relate with her. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.